Alright, working in X12, and I'm going to try to answer the question that the original question. How to take a symbol like this, a column symbol like this, change this top and this bottom trim to 4 inches instead of whatever it is, and then change the height of this panel molding in here. So he didn't. It wasn't said how this panel needed to change, but so I'm just going to show one way of changing it. So this is the original column over here. This just is a copy of the one that came out of the bonus library, and I've just stuck it over here for comparison. All I've done is taken the delete surface tool and removed this top and this bottom, and I showed how to do that in a previous video in this series. And so here's what we've got. Here's a new symbol without the top and the bottom. And so I've done a CAD detail from view, and I've just taken a couple dimensions. This panel is 2 inches from this little piece of molding on the top. And I'm using secondary dimensions here because, as you can see, some of this is not, this isn't really 1 foot 6 1/4. It's less. And this little molding down here, this little piece of trim, is not 5/16, it's something else. So I'm going to open this symbol. And what I've done here is I've put a stretch plane on the Z-axis. I don't understand why that gets changed. I'm putting in 0.337, and Chief changes it. Anyway, I'm going to put in 18.221. And Chief changes it. Maybe that's just display. Maybe it's keeping the real number. Maybe it's just displaying. I don't have any idea. And then I check this. Uniform stretch zones between. So that means that this symbol is going to change only in this area right here. So I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to open up the fixture, the object, not the symbol. And I'm going to minus 18.221. Hit tab. And you can see that basically took that whole piece out down there. And then I can add back 2 inches. And that added back those 2 inches. Now you could just subtract 16.221, and you'd get this. You don't have to subtract the whole thing and then add back 2. I was just doing that as a demonstration to show what would happen. So I'm going to say OK. And so now that looks like that. So while that's selected, I'm going to make a new symbol. Say OK. Go back over here and fix this. I don't have any sizing or anything. I'll say okay. And then let's put our new one here. And then I'm going to grab a slab. Open that up. Set that to 0. You don't have to use a slab, you can use anything. Say okay, let's look at an elevation. This is 79.5. So I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to open it. 79.5. So there's our new column with 4-inch pieces top and bottom, stretched out panel. And I'm going to select these 3 pieces and make a new symbol. And we'll fix this. If you forget to do this, you can do this afterwards. Go over here to sizing. I'm going to put a Z here of 12 inches. That's not critical, it can be just anywhere in here. And say OK. Okay, so there's our new symbol. It comes in at 0 height. You can see this one's 4 inches down. This one comes in at 0, just like it should. And if you stretch it, it's going to grow around that 12-inch piece I put down here. So that's how I would probably do what the OP asks for here. 4-inch top and bottom, change the placement of this panel in the middle.